It's a bittersweet day. The Auto Club race is going to be no more, and it gave us a very typical Auto Club race of the last 13 some odd years where it was just flag to flag greatness from beginning to end. And it was just so amazing, but really depressing at the same time that we're not going to be going back there. It's the whole situation is really depressing, and it's a shame. It's a shame. I mean, this race is going to be easy, like top five race of the year by far. Why was it good? I mean, when you watch the race, it's pretty clear. But I'll try to explain it. It's just usually when a race is good, there's only so much you can say. But people can pretty much run anywhere they want. There was cars passing, comers and goers, and just tire degradation played a factor. Driver talent was a massive factor in it, and just the idea that there's so much action. And this isn't like the 550 horsepower crap where it's like, oh, exciting for like 2 laps and then like that's it. Like this is like there's always something going on to the point that Fox misses some things. And I this time I don't even blame it because there's just so much going on. I don't know if it's even possible to catch all of it. But it was just so entertaining to watch. And it was just fun to watch a race where drivers have to use their driving ability. And this Gen 7 car nails that so freaking well at tracks like this. And it's a shame that we're not going to go back there. And instead we're going to a short track, which this Gen 7 car has been proven to be terrible with. So will it be better? I can't imagine it's going to be as good as I can't imagine a short track's going to be better than what this Auto Club is. Like, just no way. I just can't even imagine it's going to be as competitive as that. So it's just... I don't know. NASCAR continues to do stupid decisions. This is really depressing. I'm very bitter about it. But the race itself delivered one hell of a package from beginning to end. There's still a lot of weird Foxisms. I don't even really have a whole heck of a lot of notes because there's not really a whole lot to say because a lot of it was so vivid in my mind, which is things that were going on. There wasn't really a whole lot of things to nitpick. I mean, there's a couple of Foxisms, so... the weird incident where Boyer said there was a yellow, but then they showed like a race replay of the incident that wasn't live, and he was so monotone and just dead on his delivery of that whole thing. It just, I don't know what on earth happened. There's something weird happening going on, or I don't even know. It was like they watched it. It was like a live tape delay of the wreck, and they were trying to like act like it happened live. And it's like I don't even understand how that happened or why this is why it was. We might get some answers from Mike Joy on Twitter about because I'm sure people. I mean, a lot of people have been like tweeting the video and everything about it, but I just had enough of Boyer being in the booth. He doesn't provide any useful information. He's just there to just be annoying. And it's sad because he was a race car driver. You would think he would have some like meaningful insight, but he doesn't. He's no better than just a person at bar number like table 410. There's no value. And the booth is just it just seems dead. And it's just like the racing is so fantastic. And it just doesn't seem like they're just excited. And I'm not expecting like the Xfinity series where they're just like goofing off, joking off. It's like I think that might be a bit too far, but man, the calls for stuff, like the Allmendinger thing. We saw this at Daytona with Boyer, and it's like, it's just a dead delivery with no level of excitement, no level of, like, interest. He's excited and eager to talk about anything but racing. It seems like once the actual, like, we have to talk about racing, it's just like he goes dead. It's like, if you're going to have someone in the booth that literally just says nothing or just says, not only says nothing of value, but just is so monotone and dead, get him out. Just get him out of the booth. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of listening to it. It's garbage. Stewart and Mike Joy are fine, but I don't know if, like, what is going on. It's just so phoned in. Oh, man, it's a shame because this race was so good and you still get, like, these weird things like this that happen. So that was just a whole weird circumstance, and it's a pattern that we've seen from Daytona at the end of that to now this. So now, yeah. Also, there was a very weird wreck where just on a restart, like 10 cars crashed, and it kind of was shown that Logano was the cause of it. He was playing some dumb bullshit mind games on the start, and it wrecked like 10 cars. Which again, not surprising. Logano's something stupid. He did this in the 500 where he like got in a confrontation with Hamlin, and before even understanding the situation, he just flips him off for like no reason. And then this, it's just he continues to be an absolute chump. And this is our 2-time champion, ladies and gentlemen. What a pathetic system this is. So yeah, that was fun to watch him be an absolute jackass to the rest of the field. So that was fun. These fucking mind games and shit. Also, I want to put in perspective too that these double foul restarts was created as a gimmick to make the racing exciting. So that's backfired. It was just a very embarrassing set of circumstances. The stopping and going, playing mind games, and all this other shit, stupid. It's dumb. So that was just annoying. That was just weird. With the incident with that whole wreck, it was a little alarming that Bell's hit, like when he saw the like on board, it looked like it really hurt because like he was like really like squinting his eyes. And again, I might be wrong. I was wrong with the Kyle Busch thing, so maybe I'm wrong. But it just, I mean, Bubba Wallace was complaining about the bumps hurting at the Coliseum, so I can only imagine that probably hurt a lot. And it's a little alarming that these cars still aren't as safe as they should be. And seeing how squeamish Bell was in the car when that contact happened, it doesn't really sit right with me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I've been wrong before, but it's just something to note. Stage 2 was like really good, as usual, with Auto Club. But Fox did another weird thing where Kyle Busch was closing in on Chastain, and then he lost time. And we never got a replay of what happened. I imagine he just got loose, but like, how do we miss that? I can understand missing it in the moment, but not showing a replay. It's like, it's a shame because, yeah, just a lot of this stuff kind of like knocks it down. But the racing was so good, it actually elevated the below average broadcast. So that was how good it just really showed how good this race was. Because if this was just, this might have been like an 8 or a 7, no, not 7, but like an 8 maybe. But this got elevated because this race was so special. It was so good. I'm gonna easily, confidently put this at a 9. This might have been close to a 9.5 or a 10 if there was like a like a really like a close, exciting finish to really just cap off this whole race. But what we got was really good. A organic green flag run that just played out. There was no weird yellows that didn't need to happen or that just it just played out. It was very, I was so thankful for it. I was so goddamn thankful for it. And shockingly enough, I actually am starting to turn around to not hating Kyle Busch to the degree that I used to hate him for. I think because just the story, I think just the circumstances of how he left Gibbs and how Gibbs was treating him, and just how Gibbs basically just didn't even really try to get sponsors from, yet Childress in like a quarter of the time was able to get everything that Kyle Busch needed in such a short amount of time, while Gibbs had like over a year to figure this out and couldn't do it. Like, how does that make sense? He dropped the ball on a driver of that caliber in such a galactic way that it's kind of amazing how much he fumbled. Gibbs fumbled with all that. And to see Kyle Busch struggle in really suspicious ways, like the engine, like having 3 engine failures in 4 races, running like 30th at one point at Martinsville, that's not right. Something clearly was going on. Some fairly conspiratorial, funky shit. So, and it just kind of got to the point where it just wasn't fun to really to laugh at this misfortune, because I guess it's just because it kept happening so much, and it's just kind of like kicking someone when they're down. It just wasn't really funny anymore. And to see them kind of come back and win, like that's a feel good story. I felt something. And I gotta hand it to Gibbs. Gibbs made me like Kyle Busch more because of how he handled that situation. It made me almost feel human emotion for Kyle Busch. I kind of did a little bit. And even the crowd, like when the victory, the finish line celebration, there was a lot more cheers than I've ever heard with Kyle Busch. That was absolutely surreal. So I guess it's not just me. I don't know. I'm just weird. I guess me saying I'm weird isn't anything new, but like, yeah, it's surprising. I'm still gonna hate him for running Xfinity races. I'm still gonna hate him for that. That's stupid. That's not gonna make me change my opinion on that. But there's like a part of me that like kind of appreciates them a little more. I don't know. Just I don't know. Something changed. I don't know. And no, it's not because he's driving Chevy. I can care less what manufacturer he drives. I really do not care. I think I just felt bad with the situation he was given with Gibbs and how he was treated, and I think it's just really disgusting. So I don't know. Maybe it was like the lesser of two evils, and like I don't know. But it was a nice feel good story, and I thought the race was really good from flag to flag. It was fantastic. It was just so entertaining, good to watch, with cars being able to race wherever they wanted. We've seen Kyle Busch get like a speeding penalty, work his way up through the field. We see Brad Keselowski spin out, come back, and run like top 5 at one point. Corey LaJoie was competitive. I mean, this race really had just about everything you could possibly want, except for like a close, like epic finish for like a TikTok or something. But yeah, easily a 9 out of 10. Best race of the year by far. Destroys Daytona by a country mile. And I don't know if another race is going to top it. There might be some close ones, but it's easily going to probably be in my top 5. It's just really depressing to see this track go. It's so good. It's so damn entertaining. And just a really good, solid racetrack. And it's just a shame that there's just apparently nothing that could be done with this. And it's like it's already sold off. And I don't know. It just, that short track has massive shoes to fill, and I just don't think it's going to live up to it. I can't imagine it's going to live up to that type of quality. Maybe by like 2045 it'll start being like competitive, like entertaining, but definitely not for a long time. So I don't know, but yeah, like I said, 9 out of 10, very solid. I enjoyed it. It was honestly just so nice to see just good racing, and just no gimmicks of just throwing a yellow that didn't need to be yellow, and just letting it play out with green flag pit stops and everything. It was just very, very good. Just I couldn't ask for a more just enjoyable race to watch from beginning to end. So yeah, I mean, there were still weird Fox issues and still weird things, but it couldn't knock down this race rating for me. Usually it kind of does, but this one was special for a lot of different reasons. So I'm tired, but that's my 2 cents on this. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you all later. Take care.